Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. First off, I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year, as this is my first haul of the new year. I've been kind of behind. I had some things on the table from last year that I was going to do this year for my first video, but I went to Salvation Army and got a little haul, and was kind of surprised when I hit the cash year, and I will tell you why at the end. So it's going to be a small haul for the first one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. To Salvation Army, green was the color of the day. Everything green was half price. It was also Senior Citizen Day, so everything that was not green was 25% off. This cake plate was not green. It was 25% off, so I paid roughly $5.50 for it. It's Jeanette in the cherry blossom pink pattern. And if you remember back a couple of videos ago, I had shown some of my cherry blossom green. They came in both colors. And I talked about reproductions and how to tell the difference. This, by the way, this Jeanette cherry blossom three-toed plate, cherry blossom pink, dates from 1930 to 1939. I'm going to show you the back. It does have a few minor chips here. They're all smoothed over. I don't really care because I'm going to keep it. I can tell you how to tell the difference in the reproduction and the original on the cake plate. And if you look right, if you look right here, one of the toes, this line lines up directly with it. On the reproductions, I got a little sloppy and the line is actually off center. That's one of the ways you can tell on the cake plate. And another way you can tell on the cake plate is this is very smooth. The reproductions were quite pitted. And I did talk a little bit more about repros a couple of videos ago. I'm not going to bore you with that again. They sell for about $18 in this condition. This is the green cherry blossom picture that I got, and this inspired me. If you remember, I have a pink and green vintage tablecloth. I'm going to set up the whole table in pink and green, and I think I'll use this as a centerpiece, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finally done with it. On my third trip around seeing what they had at the Salvation Army, I spotted this on the bottom shelf. I grabbed it quickly. I paid $1.50 for it. It's custard ivory, and the pattern is called Flower and Leaf. I first thought it must be a McKee piece because I see the most custard pieces I see are by McKee. This is an Indiana piece. It dates to 1935. It's an open sugar bowl. At least that's what it is now. I did go back and do some research and saw that it did have a lid to it. The lid is gorgeous. This one, unfortunately, is missing its lid. I'm going to ask about $8 for it. These were a great find. They're not marked, as you can see here. My guess is that they're federal, and my really good guess is they're 1970s. Take a look at them. They scream 1970s. They're stackable milk glass mugs, right here, as you can see. All in minty perfect condition, never been used. Really good find. I had to look around as they were not all in the same spot. I paid $1.50 each for them. I'm going to ask $25 for the set. These anchor hocking in the Fairfield pattern, Fairfield brown to be exact, produced between 1972 and 1973, were green. So I paid 50 cents for them, roughly 4 for $2. They're in great condition. They're 5.5-inch wine glasses, and I'm going to ask $15 for the set. This piece was green, so I paid half price for it. You can see right there it says Mount Clemens Pottery, yours from the good life. And I believe it was made in Taiwan. I wanted to get that in. I believe it is from Mount Clemens, Michigan. I know I have a lot of Michigan people, Michigonians, is that what you're called, out there. So somebody, please let me know if I'm correct. But I just kind of fell in love with it. It's pottery, and it's a scrubber's jar, so it would be perfect on somebody's blue and white kitchen right near the sink, I would imagine. It does have a little bit of crazing, which is pretty normal for a piece like this. Probably dates back to the 80s. No chips, no cracks, just a really cute piece, and I'm sure it's going to find a good home. I'm going to ask about $15 for it. This was a standalone piece, but it was green, so I paid half price for it, about approximately 30 cents. Wonderful condition. It's a wine glass. It's called, or the pattern name is Mount Vernon Amber. It's produced by Indiana Glass Company between 1968 and 1980. And you'll see a lot of different patterns with the name Mount Vernon out there. You'll see them made by Cambridge, Astoria, Tiffin, Viking, others. They're all called Mount Vernon, but they're all totally different patterns. I picked this up even though it's just one standalone cup because I believe I can get about $5 for it. Third time around the store, I spotted this also on the very bottom, and I just fell in love with it. It's milk glass. It's a little off-white. It's ivory. I'm going to show you the bottom, but you're not going to be able to see anything here. You can see, or you can't see, but I can see it. There's a little circle right here, which I believe says Fenton. Fenton is pretty easy to spot. I'm going to go with this being a Fenton vase. It's got beautiful embossed cabbage roses on it. The funny thing is, even though Fenton is so easily identifiable and easy to find the pattern names, I can't really come up with anything on this. I'm pretty sure it's just probably from their giftware line, probably back in the 70s or 80s, but I can't even verify that yet. There are no chips, no cracks. It does need a little cleaning on it. I am going to sell it. I will have to do a little more research to come up with the price and let you know. I hope you enjoyed this very small haul video, and I'm going to tell you right now the reason why this is such a small haul, and I'm going to show you right here. I went to Salvation Army, like I said, put some things, I spent a lot of time there. I was putting things in and out of the basket, and I ended up with this here, and when I went to the cashier and rang it up, and there were quite a lot of people in line, look at that total. It's $20.20 on the nose. When she said $20.20, the cashier, my jaw just dropped, and everybody in line's jaw dropped too. So I thought that kind of meant a little bit of something, so I quickly went home and did my 2020 haul for $20. Hope you enjoyed it. I've got a lot more great things just sitting in the other room waiting for me to get off my butt and get them on the table and get another video up. Again, Happy New Year, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye. Hi, Michelle here. But something happened that, damn, 2020, everyone.